So it can be tough to come up with your own book idea, let alone write a whole book novel. You want to write a book, but you don't want to spend the months and years brainstorming ideas that may or may not be profitable. So use my top 5 KDP niche ideas to get started. These are high demand niches that are perfect to create books in. And always remember, keyword research is key to drive traffic to your books organically. So give this video a thumbs up. And if you want access to over 250 interiors, I have a link down below in the description to Pixel Pod Studio, where I do the research, keyword research, and then create the interiors for you. And I hit a milestone the other day, right? I just passed over $30,000 all time in royalties with my KDP account. Check out this screenshot right here. And what I'll be talking about in this video is niches for self-published books that you'll create over here on Kindle Direct Publishing, and then it will go live on Amazon.com. What you're going to do is come over here, sign up and create a free account. It's free to do, and it's really awesome that you're able to leverage Amazon.com, the #1 place for shopping online, and get your books in front of millions and millions of customers each month. So the first niche is going to be Safari. I'm all using the tool BookBolt right here. I'm going to have my affiliate link down below in the description. Everything that I find in here, it's usually using just Amazon.com or just BookBolt when it comes to doing research for different types of niches for KDP. There's so many different ways that you can do research, so just keep that in mind, but here are the ideas that I'm sharing with you guys. So, like I said, Safari. Now, you see this is a baby guest book. There's coloring books, baby shower guest book, another coloring book, okay? Travel journal. And you can see these BSRs, these are making consistent sales pretty much every month. Some of them are making sales every other day, every day. It varies based on the BSR. The lower, the more sales that you're going to get. You see estimated sales. This is how many sales that it's estimating for the month. Now, remember, with being the book niche, this is the biggest category on Amazon, okay? Amazon started off with selling books. So that's something to keep in mind. And one thing too, is if you're in here and you're like, okay, I don't know if I can create a book. It's very simple once you get the, the system in place and get the understanding of it. If you have assets or anything for, let's say you're doing like Amazon merch or Redbubble, or you're on Etsy selling products, you can take those same designs, those assets that you have for a certain design, and literally for one niche, let's say you're dominating Safari niche, right? And you have lions, monkeys, elephants, and all that. You can create a book from that. So think about a way that you can do that, which is really powerful. And this is what I've done to grow multiple streams with selling online on Amazon. So we come down, we have a travel journal. Let's click on this one. Let's check it out. Today I saw, and you're seeing just a Safari background, which is, pretty simple to do. If you look on some of the websites that sell certain images and you have the commercial use to it, you can definitely do that. We come down right here, you can see what they're offering, inside of this book and how they're displaying it, which is really awesome. Says sales rank is 563K BSR. Here's the information, a little, date, animal, location, sharing all the information right there, and it's a journal, right? You go into here, it tells you a little bit more insight about the book, which is cool. Okay, so this book may have just sold, but they have it listed at $12.99, $19.99 for the hardcover. Let's go to another one. You have a composition line notebook, right? Got another coloring book, welcome book, wild thoughts, faith journal, Safari Life coloring book. This is interesting because you can see like so much that can be done in this niche, and we're still going down. The Safari niche, a really awesome niche, this composition, right? And with this, it's just line journals. It was uploaded the end of last month. With this right here, you can just see like there's still a demand for line journals and stuff on Amazon. A lot of people are like against certain things with this, but at the end of the day, you're here to sell a book and make money with KDP. And here's a perfect example of a book, real like low barrier to entry into the market. And then if you're making sales with it, which is really cool. So the next niche is going to be yoga. Yoga is a very, very big niche, and there's a lot of demand inside of here, right? There's a lot that can be done inside this. So from notebooks, line journals, like planners, coloring books, like meditation, like there's all kinds of stuff in here. There's all kinds of keywords that I'm looking at on the right hand side right here, that everything best practices, how-tos. If you go and see like certain YouTube videos and watch it, right? There's certain YouTube videos that you can turn into a book, right? Or any type of content where you're teaching somebody how to do something, how to, which I do personally myself. There's a ton of ideas that you can create and turn into a book. And I think that's powerful because once it goes live on Amazon, you have the potential of reaching all these customers. And this is why I love KDP, right? There's so much that can be done. If we go down, you're seeing the, different types of covers. This cover right here stands out a lot to me. This one too as well with the flowers. And you're seeing like different stances, different positions of yoga, right? You see like that. Really bright colors. This is a cool one. Yoga puppies, yoga animals doing yoga, which is awesome too as well. I popped up in a few over here, but look at the BSRs in here, okay? This is a high demand niche. There's a lot of sales that can be made in here. They need you in here. So if you can think of something, create something in here because they need you over here. So this one right here, uploaded 2020. Now let's look at the all time. See, when it was uploaded, look at this. This is what we look for as print-on-demand sellers. We want consistent selling, products like this over and over and over and over and over and over, right? That's right there turns into, with the reviews coming in too as well, it turns into, $10 a month, $20 a month, 30, 40, 50, 60, and then next, it's making $100 a month because it's generated all these sales, all these reviews, and it's just a consistent seller. And next, it's selling every single day, which is awesome and powerful. Frequently bought together. It's something that I always look at when it comes to looking at a product page, because there's ideas right here that you can look at that are frequently bought together. And you're like, okay, if they're buying this, they're buying this, they're buying, it gives you an idea what people are buying inside of this niche, right? Which is awesome. And then another thing too, if there's any reviews, don't forget to look at the reviews. There's 15 ratings, but there's no customer reviews. It will show you a lot about like the look inside feature, stuff like that. But you can see it has a look inside feature. If I click on the image, it tells me exactly what's going on within this book. Okay. Yoga lesson plan, and it's repeating the same interior and it's saying different quotes at the bottom of each page. It looks like pretty simple, but really well thought out, and they put together something really awesome. Yoga poses, which is cool. And they created something really awesome and it turned it into a consistent seller. All right, next one. Yoga teacher training journal, composition notebook, college ruled. This one was uploaded on the 8th of September 2022. And we come down here, look at, we got ourselves a consistent seller, which is powerful. So think about it. This one was uploaded like a month ago, right? Last month. And now it's selling consistently and starting to rake into the algorithm. Another overlooked thing when it comes to, like, say for like Helium 10, which I'm going to have my link down below in the description. This tool called Cerebro with inside of there. Okay, it's going to give you a lot of information about, how this book is ranking organically, what keywords people are using to search the product. So, and these are all ideas, and these can be all different niche ideas with inside of the niche. Okay, and you can create several different books based off of these search terms, and making sure that you're obviously providing the value and giving the customers something that they want. So when it comes to that, and if you understand that, you can literally take your business from $100 to $1,000 a month if you do that correctly, okay? And a lot of people overlook this, and this is a big thing to making money online, guys. And the goal is, see, the organic ranking, you want to get this all to say 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I have a few products that are just, this whole organic thing is just all ones. They're ranking number 1 on that front page. Okay, and that's what you want, and that's how you get those organic sales and get the algorithm ticking. All right, next one, cute animals doing yoga with coloring books, right? You're seeing how I'm just kind of just picking apart the niche with the yoga, and then there's different types of books that can be created with inside of here. If you see something that's not created inside of this niche, you create it, okay? If you create something in here, it's gonna be a top seller. If you see something that no one else has, think about, okay, what can you do? For example, look at this, cute yoga animals. Cute animals doing yoga. Something like this, like okay, this is dope. This is cool, right? This is uploaded in 2022, May. And look at, consistent seller. If we look at the inside, so motivational quotes, but then it has like the animals doing the yoga positions, right? Inside of there, which is cool, right? People are liking it. The reviews are okay. Maybe they're expecting something else. And that's another thing too, as a seller online, you have to look at the reviews, because Obviously, some of the customers are okay about it. Maybe they were expecting more of the cover compared to, you know, what they're offering with inside of here. And I think this is that filler, right? Like what you're looking for. Okay, maybe people were expecting cute animals doing yoga instead of these motivational quotes. And they're doing the yoga, you can see them in there, but they want more than that, right? And that's not something that they're looking for. So, okay, there's an opportunity for you to create a book in here and make sales. All right, so the next niche is going to be a science experiment. Okay, I typed in the keyword so you can see it right here. Now, as we go down, okay, there's going to be different ways of probably coming into this niche. So, for example, you're seeing a printable experiment lab notebook, something like that. And you can see the cover and what they're doing right there. 514K BSR. STEM notebook, science, technology, engineering, math, science fair notebook, right? And you can see the BSR getting a little bit closer to 1 million. Usually, like when it gets closer to 2 million with books, usually they're kind of stopped. They make sales like every 2 weeks or just every 3 or 5 a month, and something to pay attention to. And also, it might be an underserved niche, and that's something that you have to think about when it comes to any of this, right? Let's come up here. Let's look at, let's say this one, and then we'll look at, the science fair notebook. It has a look inside feature, published July 18th, 2021. Let's look at all-time sales. So it's made 2 sales since it's been live. Let's look on the inside real fast to see what's going on in here. And maybe there's something, yeah, see. Very simple. Anything like this, guys, there's books that crush it with anything simple like this, but you want to research just a little bit more, and this takes a little bit more work, and this may take a few more hours to create a book like this, but understanding the whole process and just diving into the niche, right? What do people need in here? And what can I create and solve a problem for somebody that's using this book? How can they use it every single day? Because then next thing you know, you create a book that people use every single day. What does that mean? That means that you're going to make more sales. And remember, guys, if you look down here, you've seen like attendance book, right? Which is probably homeschool, just different ideas. Attendance book seems like a good one, right? All right, let's go back over here. That's a new niche idea, right? Always look at that stuff because you can always come up with new niche ideas and you never even know that it's a top selling, niche until you kind of, oh, dude, look at this. This is crazy. I never knew this would sell, right? So it's always crucial that you do your research, kind of just go on into it with an open mind because that's going to help you understand what's going on. All right, so science fair notebook, come down here. You can see that it's selling. It's interesting because it's selling around in Q4, it seems like, but then October and yeah, in the Q4 area, it seems to trend down and make sales. It goes up. You see the pattern? Look at it. So there's probably something, an event or something around this time of year that people come in here and buy this certain notebook, or it starts to get more traffic and more traction. Project idea brainstorming. And you make this project work. And you see what they did here? The whole concept and just the ideas and being more creative with the interior and creating something that's really cool. Probably that's what's helping him make sales within this niche right here, October 2019. And the cool thing too, put it up there and next thing you know, you have a top seller that's consistently selling over and over and over and over. All right, so the next niche is going to be a teacher attendance book. I just found it doing this video for you guys. I was like, okay, cool, that'll be a good niche to share, because then I went and researched it real fast. I was like, wow, this niche is cranking and it's crushing. Okay, I can see it doing good pretty much all year round, especially during like back to school, first day of school, stuff like that. And remember, you're targeting a teacher, okay, that's doing attendance. So at the beginning of the class when they call your name, right? And that's what they're using it for. And then maybe they're using it for more than that. I'm not even sure exactly. I would have to do a little bit more research in this niche. But the main idea is that they'll pretty much be using this every day at school. And you can think of like different color ideas, color schemes for the covers. And maybe go on more in depth, like as far as like lesson plans and what they're teaching today, and maybe like an all-in-one book or something like that. I'm not too sure, but let's go in here and check this out. So this one's uploaded August 6, 2022. It doesn't have the looks inside feature. Go over here to all time. Look at this. This is making sales, and this is a newer book that's listed on Amazon, and you can see other competitors within here that are doing, I'm pretty sure they're doing pretty good, right? I found this one right here, which is doing really amazing. Let's go on to the next one. Attendance logbook for teachers, and you can see what they do with the keywords inside of here. And it's cranking, making a lot of sales. If you can see the BSR, when it goes up, down, when it goes up and it comes down, that means it made a sell. And it goes up and then it drops down, that means it made a sell. So that's pretty awesome. Let's look inside, see what they did. You see the apple, see the globe, see the little light bulb book, pencil, little backpack, little suitcase, little thing, coffee. Okay, so it has all the information. Thank you. There's the attendance part of it right here. Down a lot of the notes. All right, really nice. Okay, what they did on the back. On the back of the cover, they shared the the information of the interior, which is really cool. So if it's not designed by Free Pick, look at if you look in the the back cover to say if it's not featured, they don't have look inside feature yet, you can obviously put your images on the back of the book so they can take a look at it. Really awesome, and see this making sales. So this is an interesting niche for sure. Next one, you can see this one. I have found this one. This is the one that we found when I was doing research. Another niche, I was like, whoa, this one's popping up. This one looks like it's cranking. Has 71 ratings. So it's an attendance book. So look inside real fast, take a look, see what's going on. Very simple book to create, right? And look at the back. Something you want to keep in mind too, if you do like a white back, right? A white, back of the book and a white front of the book, it may get dirty. So keep that in mind when you're doing anything as far as, creating a book. It can get dirty pretty fast. And this was uploaded 2021 of last year in September. All-time sales. Look at that. And now it's just up there and just making consistent sales, which is really awesome. 71 ratings. It has to have some reviews. And remember, perfect for keeping attendance at work. Just what I needed. Item as stated. And remember, these reviews tell you a story. Sometimes they'll complain about something inside there. Take that, what they're complaining about, and see if you can create something that can be better within this niche and serve the purpose of the customer. And that's how you make sales. All right, next one is going to be a teacher lesson planner. Now, these can be, from year to year, they can be different. So there is a high demand for this every single year, from 2022, 2020, 23, 2024. As every single year goes on, you can see that it already has like a ton of reviews, but it was uploaded at the beginning of 2022. Let's click on this one, check it out. This one, March 14th, 2022. So it was uploaded this year, but it's making, it obviously has the ratings, and this one right here has 219 ratings. Teacher planner, July 2022. Let's check these out, and I'm gonna go back over here, but let's look at these BSRs. When we go down, these BSRs are cranking, they're crushing. Like if we go all the way down to the middle of the page, no, there we go. We're starting to get into the millions. But you go to the middle of the page, like we haven't even hit 2 million yet. And we're getting there. We have to go down pretty much all the way to the bottom to get 2 million. Let's click on this one. Let's check it out. It has a look inside feature. Like I said, it was uploaded this year, and look at these ratings. It's cranking. It's crushing it. Look at colors. See what they did there. You go down, you can see QR code that you can scan, a little bit.ly link in there. Okay, so they're offering a freebie with inside here, academic year, right? They have the whole calendar year here, important dates, birthdays, right? Class list, seating chart, interesting, really cool seating chart. And then on the back cover, they have examples of the interior on the inside with the same of the, obviously the front cover. And then if we come down, let's check out the BSR. Woo! Damn! Crushing! Cranking. It's probably making over 100, but sales rank at, so to get a sales rank like that, and within that first year to get it ranking below, freaking just amazing, right? Below like one of the top 1%, like 0.5%, or whatever it is. This one book is probably making over $100 a day, which is just crazy and phenomenal, even to think about. They put the price at $5.95, and looks like they raised it to $7.97. And look at this. So we got some reviews down here, and like I said, the reviews will tell a story. There's a demand in here. Okay, ton of sales. Next one. This might be from the same let's say for the same person. You see what they did. Usually sometimes they'll have I have a few books that are top sellers that are frequently bought together, which are really cool because it increases the average order of the customer. So instead of buying one book, they're buying 2 or 3 books at a time, and from my author brand, which is really awesome. Let's look at the inside and see if only thing they did was just switch the cover. It seems like they did. All they did. All-time sales. Let's look. Making sales. Right, it's a consistent seller. It's not as good as the other one, right? But it's still good, right? Can't downplay that. It's making consistent sales, but it's ranking in there, starting to rank into the algorithm, and which is awesome. Handle customer perfect for middle school. Lesson planner. All right, so here's the next one. This is probably a little bit different from that one. It was uploaded 2021. And I'm pretty sure it's just going to be, same thing, repeating the same interior, right? And anyone can create something like this. Really simple, real easy. The back cover, you can see I have it blank. Let's go down here, all time. Yep, that's crushing. That's a crushing BSR. That's what we want. That's what we look for, right? That's what we want. Okay, so this is a interesting niche. Probably, I'll honestly kind of create something for the Pixel Pod community, which is going to be down below in the description. Check that out too. So I'll probably create an interior for the community and see what we can do with this right here. The next one is teacher planner with the flowers, uploaded the middle of July, the middle of summertime. So it doesn't have the look and the feature. Made in the US teacher planner. 80 ratings. It's cranking in the middle of the summer, which is crazy, because if it was uploaded July and then within 5 days the BSR's like that, that's amazing, right? Damn. From the publisher, they see how they're giving the information on the listing, which is really cool, because you have some cool images in here that talks about the inside of the book. And also too, if you create a book and you got typos in it, you can just recreate it or change the interior of the book and fix it. I'm pretty sure, from last understanding, you can update the interior and change the, if you have a typo or something in there, and refresh it. Sometimes I'm pretty sure I'm not touching this. I don't want nothing. I don't want to touch. I don't want to lose my ranking in the book, and that's understandable. But I think just as far as looking at the inside of this, it's crazy. It's crushing it. Book, nice book, consistent seller. It's made a ton of money within a short period of time, and that's cool.